Hello and welcome to Sporting Index's Day 3 preview of Royal Ascot with our wonderful ambassador, Frankie Dettori. Another win in the bag for Frankie yesterday on a marvellous ride on the Indy Angel. I'm not just saying that, it was a master ride. And he told us yesterday about how the ground was so much faster that side. I don't know if it was yesterday, but it certainly looked like it. And most importantly, 75 Royal Ascot wins. Seems a long time since Mark of Esteem, I believe, was your first.
31 years, yeah, not bad, eh?
I think you're going to have in years to come, you'll become a mastermind question. Someone will be a specialist on Frankie Dettori winners. And, you know, 75, someone's going to do well to know every single one of them in order and all their breeding, etc., etc. You'll do well to remember all 75, surely.
I probably remember only 10 of them, to be honest with you. Alzheimer's kicking in.
Yeah, so it's pretty early in the morning, 7:15. At the moment, the Ascot website doesn't tell me how much rain they've had overnight and whether that's affected the going.
Newmarket is still dry, but it's coming from the south. I haven't run Chris yet. Chris Dicker's a crack of the course a bit early, but listen, it is what it is.
It is.
When it rains on the day, I don't mind. You know, it makes life easier. It's when it rains 2 days before, then it's got time to get in. So look, it might be wet and it might be loose on top, but it should be fine.
Perfect. Well, should we crack into day one? Day three even. I'm
day
the
three,
one who's today, I can tell you. 2 days out in a row. Another big day today for me. Right, yeah. So let's start with the Norfolk Stakes. And this is a wide open race. And you here are riding?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Yeah, this is your. You start a bit later today. You start on the second, don't you?
Yeah.
So I don't know what you know about these horses. Most of them only had one run, etc. Far away, Frankie. Can you enlighten us about the Norfolk, please?
Well, I don't know anything about Wesley's, and Aidan O'Brien's been very quiet at the moment. So I think he's probably kept his best wheel for this race. So if I have to tip one, it'd be Cadamosto of O'Brien. You know, it's every year he wins one two-wheeler race. So his second favorite, and you know, if I have to pick one, look, they're all the same. They all won a maiden easily. So you know, it's very hard to know which one is the best. So that'd be my pick.
I would have to say, for the punters, this is a very trappy race to start the day, and it might well be, again, where you're drawn is going to be hugely important and to be up with the pace. We bet 5-1 Cadamosto, 11-2 Wesley's Lucci, Project Dante is 13-2, Instinctive Move 15-2, and then it's sort of 10-1 bar. But I would say there's lots of chances all over the place here, and yeah, it's going to be a bit weird for you starting the day without a ride, but I'm sure you'll be still focusing on the big one later. But you start first ride in the 305. Is it the Hampton Court?
Yeah, Joseph asked me if I had anything. I didn't, so I taken the ride. He looks like he needs to step up a bit on his previous form. Muaf Feth is a worthy favorite, but with the rain around, will he run? Will he not run? One ruler, solid form, Guineas and Derby. But I'm gonna go with Moving Time. Andrea will beat the horse who won yesterday of Godolphin, right?
There you go. So the favourite, if it does run, is 15-8. Moving Time, Andrea's horse is a very solid 3-1 in the market. One ruler is 5-1. Ryan is on Roman Emperor, which is 8-1, and your mount Snappereteria, I believe. I'm not great with saying these names. Is 12-1, and yeah, just sort of no movement in the market. Interesting enough, your winner yesterday drifted from 7s in the morning to 22-1. Not often you can back a Frankie horse at 22-1. So let's go on to the next. I'm just getting my prices up from
Ribbonsdale.
the Ribbonsdale. And at this stage, I'll go quickly through the betting. We've got a solid favourite in Noon Star at 9-4. Gloria Mundi is 5-1. Your Mount. Ashada 6-1. Divinely about 6-1. It's again a very tight race. What can you tell us about Gloria Mundi here?
She is quiet. She was quiet raw. She's learning every run. She just lacks a bit of experience, but she's got the ability. I like her. She's got a decent draw. In the big field, you want to be close to the fence. There is some good fillies in the race, but I won't rule mine out at all. I think if she just step up a little bit more, I can be very competitive. Known Star's got the form with the Snowfall, but again, she's never been this distance, and I'm not without a chance anyway. That's for sure.
Well, certainly the stats are in your favour. You've won the last two Ribbonsdales, and the yard has won 3 of the last 4. So hopefully make it 4 out of 5, eh?
Yeah. I mean, you can pick 4 or 5 in this race that got a real chance, and I'm one of those. So just hope it falls right.
Okay, so let's go on to the big race of the day. And in many ways, I'd say, without being rude to any other ride, since Palace Pier, your week has been building into crescendo for this, I guess, and riding Stradivarius. How is Strad? Have you ridden Strad since last Friday?
Not since last Friday. It was all good. Yeah, we're going to try to do the impossible, but we try. It is all the major horses have turned up. Subjectivist, I never raced against him. You got the Derby winner, you got the Irish Derby winner, you got Tushan, who beat me before, you got the Melbourne Cup winner. So he's proper solid form. We know, the Strad. He loves Ascot. He's won 3 Gold Cups. What can you say, I just hope that everything goes smooth and we have a good passage, and then we'll do what we can. I'm looking at the race. There is bits of pace. He's solid, he's very competitive. It's not a gimme. He's got to turn up and run his best.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a gimme. It's taken a slight drift in the market from the start of the week, and only the slightest of drifts in the market. You were 5-6 at the beginning of the week, 11-10, but I'd say bookmakers generally are having a pretty nice Ascot at the moment, so we can afford to be a bit more generous at the moment with the likes of Strad and see how it goes. I hope we're one bookmaker that gets properly punished for doing that, and you come home and bring the bacon and put yet another huge smile on everyone's faces today, Frankie. So best of luck in that race. I won't dwell on it anymore. We know enough about Strad, and just get it done, mate.
Thank you.
So we'll go on to the 5 o'clock.
Britannia.
Yeah, indeed, it's the Britannia Heritage Handicap over the straight. It's over the straight mile here, and you're on the favourite again here, but a favourite in the Britannia doesn't come at a short price. So you're on an 11-2 favourite here, Mithras. What can you tell us about the race and any others that you might like in the race?
Well, it's usually a very competitive race, and it looks the same way. This was always our plan. I'm drawn smack in the middle, 15. Do I go left or do I go right? So I haven't decided yet. Yesterday the one from either side, so I could make the wrong move and go to the wrong side, but he is honest. Didn't run so well on the very soft Sandown, so that we don't get too much of a bog. And he's in there with a good chance. These kind of handicaps is all for you bookmakers to work out. It's so competitive. People spend months to get horse ready for these kind of races, and sometimes It works, sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, these type of races, bookmakers are very competitive as well, because many bet down to 6 places and the like. So makes it quite hard to make money on them, but they are fun. There's been a lot of money, I can tell you, for the second favourite, Air to Air, ridden by Jamie Spencer, who normally good for a Royal Ascot winner or 2, and he's got a good record in this race. But I don't think you'll be tucking in behind Jamie in this race, will you?
not my style, no.
And best of luck to Jamie in this race. So 2 more races to go on the day, and we go into the 5:35, which is the King George V Stakes, another competitive handicap. You ride First Light here. I think Ryan's horse, Salamarac's, very interesting here. Was entered in the Derby and won its last race, first time in a handicap, in what was a pretty good time. I have no idea whether it likes the ground or not. And you're on the second favourite, First Light, 9-2.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing about mine is he's only run 3 times. And I mean, experience these kind of races, because if you miss the beat at the beginning, you get shuffled back. You need also with experience to get your way out of it. So there's one question mark about my horse, is that I think he's got enough ability. We shall try. And yeah, again, where do you start? I mean, all the big stables are there. O'Brien, Charlie Appleby, Beckett, Roger Berrien. I mean, Stouts, Johnson. I mean, all the big trainers with the solid 3-year-olds running in here. So again, it's one for you guys, one for the bookmakers.
Well, what we'd like to do is see you and Gosney win this race, because neither you or Gosney have won this race in the last 20 years. You need to. Well, some races you have left for other people to pick up the scraps, but maybe it'd be quite nice to chalk one back in there and have another.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, you're very important owners for us, and yeah, we'll still try.
And then we go on to it just goes on and on, Ascot, every day, and we go on to the 6:10, which is one of the new races this year. It's called Buckingham Palace Stakes, which is over 7 furlongs. Another handicap with, believe it or not, the favourite of 6-1. That's Jim Crowley on Aldari. Again, bookmakers taking no chance with you, and you're on the second favourite, Bedouin Story, at 8-1, and then it's take your pick. But there's some nice horses in here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I told say to run this horse here. I love riding him. He's always slowly away. He likes a fast run race, well, we will get with 30 runners. And he's a fun horse to ride, because he goes from last to first and like in a heartbeat, and he loves to pass horses. So he's an ideal ride for the race. But again, you need luck. With this horse, you need luck. You need all the gaps at the right time. But he's definitely got the ability. Like I said, I really enjoy riding him because he's fun.
Yeah, well, I've got confidence in you, Frankie. There's nothing lucky about riding 75 Royal Ascot winners at all. And all we can say is best of luck with all your rides today.
Thank you.
Particularly everything crossed for Stradivarius. I'm pretty sure anyone who loves sport is rooting for you. And I've got full faith that you'll get the job done, and I've got full faith in the horse. So bring home the bacon. For everyone who's out there, all the punters, good luck today. I do need to let you know that please bet responsibly. Be gamble aware. We are 18 plus, and for those of you spread betting, losses can exceed your deposit. So Frankie, good luck. Lots of kisses, lots of luck, and everything crossed.
Thank you, buddy. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.